you keep on doing dance team in Richmond too?
I actually did. You know, I don't know if you've heard of the university's Ritmo Latino. The
Yes.
Latin dancer.
Oh yeah.
I founded that one.
You did?
Yeah. My name is Rubi Escalona. I went to the University of Richmond, graduated in 2014 as a business major. And also I did Latin American and Iberian studies, so those were both of my majors while I was there. But yeah, now I live in Fairfax and working at Gardner.
By the way, in North Carolina, right?
Yeah, so I was actually born in Mexico, but when I was, I had just turned 7, and then my parents and I moved to North Carolina, small town, Siler City, where Jordan Matthews is. So I grew up in North Carolina, and then after that, for college is when I moved to Richmond, and then kept moving on up to now here in Fairfax. Yeah, for my parents it was. Part of the reason that they moved to the U.S. from Mexico is so that they would give me a chance of to have a better education than they did. And it was, I mean, it was their expectation, but it was also my dream. It was like, oh, I want to go to college. I always knew I wanted to go to college. Yeah, so SLY is a program that Peter Kaufman founded. And he started it specifically at my high school in Siler City, North Carolina, which is Jordan Matthews High School. So luckily when I was a freshman, I was coming up at the end of the year, I was trying to figure out, like, you know, how to get on the right track for college. But I had heard about a program such as AVID, other programs to help you prepare for college, but SLY came about and I was invited to join the SLY program. And it was from one of my teachers in high school, and they nominate students for SLY, I think depending on the potential. So I was invited into the program. I applied, got interviewed, all that stuff. I was paired with a mentor from UNC, and then I did the college prep course over the next 3 years with Peter Kaufman and the other mentors in the program. SLY helped a lot. It was hard, first of all, because it's competitive. But it was also hard for me because I didn't have, like, for example, my parents didn't go to college, so they didn't know, like, the whole process of the applications, the essays, you know, any of the pre-college tests or anything. They didn't know any of that. So, you know, I relied a lot on my school teachers as well as the school counselors, but also, and more than anything, SLY, because, like I mentioned, we get paired with a mentor who was already, like, I got paired with a mentor. Her name was Katie, and she was, so I was a sophomore in high school and she was a sophomore at UNC Chapel Hill. And the mentor's role is to help you throughout the whole, you know, navigate the whole college application process. And, you know, once you're in, you guys still keep in touch to help you with it. But it definitely made it so much easier. Like, my mentor and Peter, well, first of all, Peter made me know how to write better. I remember the first essay he returned to me, it was like, there was so much red ink on it, it looked like there was blood all over the place, and I was like, do I write that badly? You know, but then it helped, right? And then for my college essays, my mentor Katie, she helped me revise them all. She helped me so much with that, so I'm really, really grateful for that. Yeah. Yeah, I felt ready. I mean, I think for me personally, I always think of how much Peter and SLY helped me improve my writing skills, because that was so essential for college. And as you know, in Richmond, they're all about writing essays. So that helped me incredibly. I think what differentiated SLY specifically is that, like you mentioned with Peter, he has a focus of the individual, like the individual focus. He wants to make things as tight-knit and as personalized as possible, and I think that's the best way to help someone, because every one of us had a completely different situation, whether it was because of DACA or parents or socio status. It was completely different. And whereas other programs are kind of blanket solutions, they're like, okay, you are an AB student, you have these interests, here's the plan for you. This one is more, I mean, he pairs you with a mentor. You know, your mentor is that one-on-one attention, and then also that goes back to Peter. You know, he's very careful about staying in touch with his students, and he cares about them so much. And I think that's what makes this program so successful. Having it be small enough to where he can be a part of every individual is so important, because you know that you're gonna have doubts in yourself at some point or another. You're gonna have doubts in the program. You're gonna have doubts in school or whatever. But you know that you always have Peter to fall back to. You can always talk to him. He'll always give you great advice, whether it's personal advice or career advice, academic advice. And I mean, he has so much experience under his belt, and he has so many contacts, so many good, so much networking with him. So I think that's what makes this program great, like the individualized attention that he gives us. Sometimes Peter has me go back and talk to like new classes that are gonna start, and I always just think back, first of all, on that paper with a lot of red ink, and I always just tell people or tell incoming students, you know, you got selected for this program because Peter and others see a potential in you, and they're not wrong. Like, just because you're off to a slow start sometimes, it can be hard, it's stressful, you gotta keep trying. Don't give up. Have your parents be as involved as possible with you. Part of the reason this program is so successful is because it gives parents a chance to be involved, and a lot of times our parents don't know how to help us, but if they come to the seminars, if they're in touch with, first of all, you as a student and Peter and the mentors, it's a teamwork. And really the best advice I would give is don't give up. Like, keep trying. It's hard. It's going to be hard to be a high school student and also do college prep work or early college work, but it's worth it, you know. And you improve your skills, you get to college, you feel much more on the right level, you know, because sometimes SLI students, we have a disadvantage of not having that technical skills background, or going to an arts or like a math and science school or something like that. But in Richmond, there's a lot of smart students, but so are you, and you know, you just gotta keep trying. I do still dance, not as much as I would love to, but I do still dance. Me, I just dance when I go out, and I love to do it.